Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the negative side effects I have had from intermittent fasting, keto, and weight loss over the last 5 months. Now, before we dive into it, I'm going to go brew myself a cup of coffee and I will be right back to sit and chit chat with you guys. Well, hello friends. It is now time to talk about those negative side effects I have been dealing with over the past 5 months. Now, before we jump into it, I do want to say I am not a medical professional. These are things that I have experienced. So if this is a journey that you want to try out, please make sure you consult your doctor or physician before getting started. And as I said, these are just my experiences of what I have gone through. And I have also consulted my doctor on some of these different things just to make sure that everything is okay. Now, when you hear about negative keto side effects, I feel like they always talk about not being able to sleep and the keto flu. It's going to be some of those more typical ones. I'm going to talk about ones that have been long-term as I've in this process that I am still dealing with as I have now been doing this journey for about 4 or 5 months. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into some of the side effects that I have had ongoing while doing keto. The first one that I have had is actually red eyes. Now, I had uploaded a video on this and how it has definitely improved for me, but my eyes are consistently red where they're supposed to be white. It doesn't matter if I drink a ton of water, if I'm eating salt, trying to get my vitamins in, I just can't seem to get rid of it. Some days it's worse than others. It doesn't really irritate me. They're not dry in any way, so I'm not sure if it's a side effect from moving to Ohio or what it is, but I just have not been able to get rid of it. Another one that has actually been really significant for me is hair loss. I have had a ton of hair loss, and it really came about 3 months in. We're now 5 months in. About 10 days ago, I started collagen because I just cannot deal with it anymore. I mean, I would brush my hair, I'd have a chunk. I get in the shower, I'm washing my hair, I have another chunk. As I'm blow drying my hair, I have another chunk. Like, I would have a full handful every time I take a shower or anytime I brush my hair, and it just really got me a little bit worried. I have been reading up on it. It may be lack of protein. However, I really try to maintain my macros. I'm definitely still eating protein. So just something that I'm being more mindful of, but collagen is definitely something that I've put in my diet to hopefully help it out. I will already say today I took a shower, got all nice and dolled up for you guys, and I do feel like it's improving a bit. But I am excited to see it improve even more and even strengthen nails and some of those other great side effects that collagen is supposed to have. Now, my hair used to be super thick to the point where I actually didn't know how to manage it that well. So I am loving the way that it is right now because it has definitely thinned out. But when I talk hair loss, like more hair loss than what I had when I was pregnant with my kids, because that definitely promoted hair loss for me. So it is just something that has made it a bit uncomfortable, but I am working through it. Another thing is I do try to drink 90 ounces of fluids per day. It tends to be either sparkling water, regular water, or coffee, and that means frequent urination. When you are on a keto diet, you're already increasing that a bit, but with how many fluids I am taking in, I'm going to the bathroom quite a bit. I am somebody who definitely didn't used to go to the bathroom very much, but have to now. And there are times where I'm like, wait, I just went. What is going on? But it is all for good health. I will say I lose weight so much better and feel so much healthier when I have had enough liquids. I never knew how important that was until recently, and it is definitely something that I am trying to build a habit of. So it is always in my bullet journal as one of my habit trackers because I really want to make sure that I completed as many days as possible throughout the month. Another thing that I have had quite a bit is insomnia. I've always had a tough time with going to sleep as it is. However, when I wake up in the night, because I have a 1.5-year-old, I just cannot get back to sleep. So it's like my sleep is a lot deeper than it used to be. I feel like I get really good sleep, but when I have woken up, I am awake and there is no getting me down again. I have tried not being on my phone, reading a book, so reading a book always makes me fall asleep, but nothing has worked this time around. It has definitely gotten better. My daughter is also doing better at sleeping through the night, so that is helpful. But once I am awake, I am good to go, and there is no stopping me, even if it's 3 a.m. Now, this one may not seem like a negative thing, but it has really been something that I have had to work through, which also surprises me. But having loose clothes. Yes, I have lost just about 40 pounds. I am very proud of that accomplishment over the past 5 months, but it's really frustrating me that when I am walking around in the house, my pants are falling off, I have to buy new clothes. I know this sounds like I'm spoiled and ridiculous, but I tend to be kind of cheap. I don't like buying new clothes. I don't really like buying a lot of stuff for myself, in all honesty. So needing to invest in new pants when I know I have future weight loss to do, it's just not an option for me. So I did invest in a belt, and that's definitely helping. However, my pants just don't sit right. They're sitting kind of baggy, but they're not quite boyfriend jeans, if you want to say so. So I am just kind of figuring this out, but I am surprised by how frustrated I was with having loose clothes. I thought it would be a positive thing, a way of measuring progress, and in some ways it is. But for right now, it's just kind of bothering me until I think I get to my goal weight. Now, the final couple ones that I want to talk through are kind of combined together. So one of them being loose skin. Well, I knew that that was a side effect that was going to come with this. I have a little bit on my arms, really mainly on my stomach area is where it bothers me. I'm sure some of you guys out there have what I kind of call the mom belly after you've been pregnant, or if you've had a lot of weight and then you lose it, you tend to have this like, oh, this sounds so awful, but like extra flap, right? And so that has gotten smaller and smaller, but I also feel like it's made it more visible at times, at least from my perspective, or I'm just more aware of it. I am hoping as I lose more weight that little flap, oh, I hate the sound of it, sorry, that it'll go away and that it'll just be loose skin. But we will see. I am learning to embrace it. I have always tried not to talk negatively to myself in the mirror. If anything, I've just always walked away. I've never been happy, but I've never taken the time to care. I felt like that was always easier than talking negative to myself. My arms have never really bothered me too much. Neither has my legs. I've just really tried to stop that negative talk before it even happens. But it has just been a different conversation I have had to have since starting this journey, because I have been forced to look at myself. I have wanted to see the change, and at times I have, at times I haven't, and it's just presented itself differently. Now, with having this loose skin, I also had a lot of stretch marks when I was pregnant with my kids, mainly in the stomach area. Those stretch marks had really kind of dissipated since it has been about 5.5 and then 1.5 years ago that I was pregnant last. However, now losing weight, they have gotten a lot more visible again in a different way, because before they were bright and red, right? They were fresh stretch marks, but now it's almost like as my skin is contracting a bit, I just notice them more because it's more loose. I don't know how else to explain it. So to me, it's really these mental thoughts that I have in my mind of how my body's changing, that it's not just this beautiful fairy tale process of losing weight and everything is great and you look beautiful and I've lost 10 years. Yes, I'm feeling better. Yes, I look better. But my mental talk to myself has also changed in a negative way. Now, I am trying to turn that around as a positive way and really being aware of these things. I am wanting to set positive affirmations. That's really going to be my key focus as we move in even to February. So that is something I will be doing on the daily in my bullet journal. But I just really want to work through this positive talk. And so I wanted to share this with you guys, because if you are starting your weight loss journey or if you are in the middle of it, don't listen to those inner voices trying to get you down. I'm sure part of it too is me wanting to go, oh, well, if this is what it's going to be, I can just eat and do whatever. But ultimately, that's not getting me the health that I want to get to. So if you are struggling with some of these things, to me, these negative side effects are still totally worth how I am feeling. I know I am taking good care of myself. I am being active. And so I am just super excited with where this journey has taken me and will continue to. And I would love to know more about your journey if you're on it. Keep up the amazing work. If today is one of those days where you doubt yourself, do not listen to that voice. You are awesome, you are amazing, and know that you are doing this for you. We will have days that are not perfect, and that is okay, because tomorrow is another day where you will do amazing. There are positives and negatives to everything, and we attract different things in our life. And I just think it is really important to focus on self-love, self-confidence, and when you are aware of these negative mental thoughts or when negative things are happening, how can you take control and make them positive? So as I said, I am taking collagen, I bought a belt, I am trying positive talk. So I'm really trying to do my best to turn these things around, and I'm going to continue on this journey throughout 2020, and I want you to follow along to see how this goes. I am uploading videos on a weekly basis. At this point, it is every Friday, and would love to share those with you. So if you are not part of the Sarah's Journey family, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and I will definitely see you next week.